The capture of Aleppo by Syrian rebels marks a turning point in the Syrian civil war. This victory holds immense geopolitical significance. It could reshape the balance of power in the Middle East. The fall of Aleppo, once Syria's economic hub, delivers a symbolic and strategic blow to the Assad regime. This outcome has sent ripples across the region and the world. The conflict's international dimensions are impossible to ignore. The Syrian civil war has become a proxy war. Global powers and regional actors are vying for influence. The battle for Aleppo exemplifies this dynamic, with the involvement of Russia, Iran, Turkey, and various rebel factions. The outcome in Aleppo will have implications far beyond Syria's borders. The capture of Aleppo is a major setback for Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. It signifies a decline in his grip on power. The loss of Aleppo undermines his legitimacy and raises questions about his ability to hold on to power. This development has emboldened the rebel forces and their international backers. The fall of Aleppo will likely prolong the Syrian conflict. It could lead to further fragmentation and instability in the country. This outcome complicates any prospects for a negotiated settlement. The international community faces the daunting task of managing a more volatile and unpredictable situation in Syria. The ongoing conflict between Israel and Lebanon has significantly impacted the Syrian civil war. Hezbollah, a powerful Lebanese Shia militia and political party, has been a staunch ally of the Assad regime. However, the escalating tensions with Israel have forced Hezbollah to divert its resources and attention towards its southern border. This shift in focus has implications for Assad's ability to maintain control in Syria. With Hezbollah's attention divided, the Syrian regime loses a crucial military asset. This development has emboldened rebel forces fighting against Assad. They sense an opportunity to capitalize on Hezbollah's weakened support for the Syrian government. The situation underscores the complexities of the Syrian conflict. It highlights how regional dynamics and rivalries can significantly impact the course of the war. The Israel-Lebanon conflict adds another layer of volatility to an already complex situation. Hezbollah's balancing act between its commitments in Syria and Lebanon will continue to be a defining factor in the Syrian civil war. The outcome of the conflict between Israel and Hezbollah could have far-reaching consequences for the future of Syria. Russia's military intervention in Ukraine has had a significant impact on the Syrian civil war. The conflict in Ukraine has forced Russia to divert its resources and attention away from Syria. This has led to a reduction in military support for the Assad regime. Russia's reduced involvement in Syria has emboldened rebel factions. They see an opportunity to capitalize on the situation and make gains against the Syrian government. This shift in the balance of power has further complicated the conflict and made a peaceful resolution even more elusive. The situation in Ukraine has also strained relations between Russia and the West. This has made it more difficult to find common ground on a political solution for the Syrian crisis. The lack of international consensus further exacerbates the conflict and prolongs the suffering of the Syrian people. The interconnectedness of global conflicts is evident in the interplay between the Syrian civil war and the conflict in Ukraine. Events in one part of the world can have significant repercussions on seemingly distant conflicts. Iran, a key ally of the Assad regime, has found its support for Syria complicated by its own regional conflicts, particularly with Israel. The ongoing tensions between Iran and Israel have forced Tehran to carefully calibrate its involvement in the Syrian civil war. Iran's support for Assad has been instrumental in keeping the Syrian government afloat. However, the escalating confrontations with Israel over Iran's nuclear program and regional influence have constrained Tehran's ability to provide unwavering support to Damascus. This balancing act has created a degree of uncertainty surrounding Iran's commitment to the Syrian conflict. While Iran remains committed to preventing the collapse of the Assad regime, it is also mindful of the risks involved in overextending itself in Syria. The situation highlights the complex web of alliances and rivalries that define the Middle East. It also underscores the challenges faced by regional actors attempting to navigate a volatile and unpredictable geopolitical landscape.